This video, excuse me, I pulled the microphone down. This video is going to show you about a few tips on some drawing setup things that you may not be familiar with yet. When you first open a drawing file, it's going to default to a C-size drawing, and you can change that by right-clicking on the sheet and go Edit Sheet, and you can change your size here. Okay, so for this one, I'm going to do an A size. And the default title bar is this large, and the way I like to use the standard ANSI A on an A size sheet, the way to do that is you just right click on the title bar, go delete, then open the folder here and double click on the ANSI A, and it puts in the smaller sized one. Alright, so for this one I'm going to show you the knurled nut. I brought in my base view and the top view, and then an isometric. I really don't need a right side view for this one because it's a cylinder. It's kind of redundant. But some changes that I made here. I right clicked on that view and go Edit View. I made this one a solid, no hidden lines. And because I have threads in it, I want to check the thread feature so that it will show threads. Okay. Alright, so that's where you're picking up this hidden line right here, the threads. Now, for this view, I wanted to uncheck this style from base because I want to show the hidden lines on it, and I also want to show thread features, so I check that. Okay, I placed a center line here, placed a center line here for these two holes, placed a center line for the center of this one. It's really difficult to get center lines on these holes because they're such an unusual shape. But what I want to show you is the knurling. See, it shows here as a pattern because it's just a bitmap. It's a graphic, so it's not going to show up in a regular orthographic view. So what we'll do is we'll use a hatch to show this. Now, depending upon where you go to work and their standards within their company, they may want to show knurls, they may not want to show knurls. They may use the cosmetic finish for the knurl here, or you may have to physically create the knurl on the part. Every shop, it may be a little bit different. So the way we're going to deal with this is I'm going to select the view, and I'm going to go Sketch, and I want to project geometry of the parts, the holes, and we can try this hole. Sometimes it worked with me, sometimes it did not. So I'm projecting my geometry. See, it didn't pick it up there. And I would go Fill Hatch Region, and I select in there. See, it's not picking up that center circle. So what I'll do is I'll actually draw a circle. And now it picked up the thread feature as projected geometry, but I want to delete that. So I just selected it, left click, and then hit delete. Now I can go back to Fill Hatch Region and click inside here, and it's picked up my outline in the islands. I click on the hatch button, and the pattern I want to use is ANSI 37, but I want to scale it down to about a 0.5, and then we'll go OK with that, and then finish sketch. And so now it shows a pattern on there, and we would dimension this with a note. If you look back in chapter 10 of your textbook, it gives you some samples of how to dimension a knurl with a note. Now all we know about this one is that it's a medium knurl, so that's how we would dimension it with a leader and text on that. Everything else I think you have dealt with already. Just wanted to show you those things.